Hello everybody, today I have a special video for you. It's kind of a tutorial. We're going to learn how we can use Podsqueeze together with N8N, which is an automation tool, to automate the full process of promotion of your podcast. So we'll learn how to use Podsqueeze API, how to connect it with N8N, and then once the episode is processed, how to basically post on LinkedIn and all the social networks you need, and to post the specific content that you just created. So as you can see here from the dashboard I'm in, this is N8N, which is an automation tool similar to Zapier or Make. It's very simple to use and it's awesome, very, very powerful. So the first thing that I will do is open a project that I've already created, is the Tiago podcast distribution. So as you can see now, it's fully empty. So I can click on add first step and I can search for Podsqueeze. And then here I go and click on start job, wait for assets. Now, you will probably not have the Podsqueeze app available right away. So how can you have it? It's very simple. You go here at the bottom, you click on your icon and then settings. I can save it, fine. And then here, as you can see, there is community notes. You click on it. Sorry, I'll be always moving my face around. And my community node is already here. For you, it will be empty. So you click on install. You write N8N nodes Podsqueeze. I understand, install, and then you'll have it here. Then you'll be able to import it to your workflow. Now, how does this work? You double click on Podsqueeze. And first, you'll need to add your credentials. I have mine already. If you need to add yours, you click on create new credential, and it will ask you for an API token. So the way you can do that, or generate your token, is you go to your Podsqueeze dashboard. Here we are. And then here on the left, you'll see API access. You click on it. Then it just generates a token. You copy it. Done. And now we go back to our N8N. And now here, you go on create new credential. You paste it, and then you save it. And it's as simple as that. I'm not going to save it because mine is already created. So I select mine. Now, here in the podcast ID, this is your folder name. So I will just create one. I will just write it N8N new test for the purpose of this tutorial. You can simply just use your folder name. So I will just show you. I think it's easier. You can just, if you go on your Podsqueeze dashboard, and let's say this one, you click on one of your episodes, and on the URL, I don't think you can see the URL now, but in the URL next to squeezed, you will have your folder name or your podcast ID. You just copy that, and then you'll be able to use it. Very simple. So in this case, I will create my own. So this will create a new folder with this name. The language is the language you want to use. It's the language codes. In my case, is English. And now I will just paste an episode URL. So it's basically a URL where you can download your episode from, or you can also use the file like in base64. If you want, you can give it a title. So I'll just give it tutorial. And the podcast title, if you want it, but you can also ignore it. And then you can just go and click execute step. As simple as that. And once you click it, it will process the whole episode for you. So I will just click it. And it might take a few minutes. It's the time it takes to generate the episode. While we wait, let's import another node. Let's import a LinkedIn node because we want to post on LinkedIn. So I search for LinkedIn, create post. This is the node. I can wire up the nodes. Very simple. Very satisfying, really. Done. Double click. Again, you need to connect it to your page. So you just click on create new credentials and follow the instructions. In this case, I have one for Podsqueeze, one for my personal. So I select my name. And this is the text. So basically, I will wire the text, the LinkedIn post generated in Podsqueeze. I will wire it up here, and I'll show you how that is done. And this is our first very simple automation. The Podsqueeze generation is still running. But this automation only runs if we activate it manually. It would be really cool to basically be able to run it in another way, in a more automatic way. So let's remove this node. And let's click on RSS feed. RSS feed trigger. So this one, basically, every time you publish a new episode, it will run it through Podsqueeze, generate your LinkedIn post, and post it on LinkedIn. So this is quite cool. Another thing that you can also do is connect it with Google Drive. So every time you can create a folder, share a folder. No, sorry, I need to find the Google Drive, the right one. Create file from text. You want to find the triggers here. So on change involving a specific folder. Okay, now we need to wait until Podsqueeze integration here stops so that we can actually activate these triggers. So let's just wait a little bit, because I also want to show you the outcome and how you are able to wire this Podsqueeze node with LinkedIn. And it just finished. Perfect timing. So let's click here. And as you can see here on your left, this is everything that was just created by Podsqueeze. So you have your bullet points, you have your episode title, your keywords, your long post, everything. And you also have your custom content. So if you generate custom content through Podsqueeze, if you want to create a custom LinkedIn post, a custom tweet, whatever, you'll see it here under custom content. So here, as you can see, I have my custom content show notes. But now I will want to create a LinkedIn post. So what I will do is I will go to long post. Long post is the blog. Maybe it will be too long for this. Just go for the short post. I just drag it here and it's done. And just like that, it will post on LinkedIn. Now, I promised you that I would connect here with these two triggers. So let's first go to the RSS. Here, you just need to put your RSS URL. I'll just paste mine from my podcast, the Indie Founder Podcast. And you have a poll that you can define how often you want it to poll. Every minute seems too much. You can do it every day. So basically, every day this will run and see if there is a new episode. And if there is, you'll then be able to connect it with Podsqueeze automatically. So as you can see, just generated this content. Now we go here on Podsqueeze. And here's the feed trigger. We just need to find the URL. Here it is. So instead of having hard-coded my URL, I need to click on expression and then drag the URL. And now I save it. And once it's saved, once it's active, every day it will search for a new episode. And if it exists, it will run Podsqueeze and create a post for LinkedIn and post it. Now you can add other stuff, right? So you can add, for instance, a Twitter post. So I go here, I select Twitter, or X now, it's called X. Create tweet. Again, it's connected to my account, Podsqueeze account, for instance. And here is the text. So you can say, once the LinkedIn post is up, rather, let's do something different. I can even add a delay or a wait. And I can tell it to wait 1 day. So 1 day after the LinkedIn post, oops, the other way around. 1 day after the LinkedIn post is posted, it will post on Twitter. I would need to run it all over again, it seems, because it lost the data. But I can just go here and copy it, for instance, and paste it here. And this would take the short post. Now, if you want to do with a Google Drive trigger, you click on it, you connect with your Google Drive. Mine is already connected. Now you go from your list and you find the folder you want, you select, and then basically every time there is a new file there, you can do exactly the same. You just have to wire it up with your Podsqueeze app and it will trigger your full automation. So this is it. This is how you can use our Podsqueeze N8N nodes to automate and streamline your whole post-production and promotion of your show. And there are definitely a lot of other things you can do from this, because N8N is really powerful and Podsqueeze as well. So feel free to share any ideas you have and things that you do. The cool thing about this is that this integration is you can just import it to your own N8N. So if you go here on downloads, I will just download this full workflow and you just need to import it from file. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you can just go down to the comments or to the notes section and you'll have there the full automation that you can just import to your own N8N. Otherwise, feel free to shoot me an email at tiago@podsqueeze.com if you have any questions, if something's not working fine or perfectly well for you. And I will catch you in the next video. Thank you very much.